Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here at Monday Yoga. And sometimes it can be Wednesday Yoga. So it's the advantage we have here. For those who don't know, my name is Jim. My Sanskrit name that was given to me at the ashram is Prem, that rhymes with Jim, P-R-E-M. It means divine love or supreme love. Now, I didn't know when they gave me the name whether I had exhibited divine love or supreme love or whether I was supposed to work on it. So I assumed I needed to work on it. So for the past 20-some years, I've been working on it. So you tell me if, and I encourage you all to do the same. Divine love and supreme love is very important to all yogis as well as all people of faith. And that supreme love means everything. So we're going to start out with a chant today, and it's the Hari, H-A-R-I, Om chant. And that chant is about good health. It's a very old chant, and remember, Om is the word that happened, we yogis think, when God finished creation. Creation was all done, and this Om, that was the sound that was heard across all that God had created. So Hari Om is like sacred Om or celebration of Om, celebration of God's creation. And it is a chant that is used to improve your health, your general health. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in a call and response, the way chants are usually done. So I'll sing the first phrase, and then I'll point to you, and you'll sing it with me. So here we go. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om. Sweep our hands up, bring our palms together overhead, grab one of those bands of healing energy that God puts right out here in the universe for us. Pull it back to the heart. Take a deep, deep breath in. Bring our hands out by our hips for seated mountain pose. Shake out the wrist and fingers. Roll our shoulders back. One more roll going backwards. Lift our shoulders up towards our earlobes. Don't try to get all the way up there, and drop. Up towards the earlobes again. Hold and drop one more time. Up towards the earlobes. Hold and drop. You'll see over here on the wall, there's a clock. If you're in a position where you can't see the clock that I drew on the board, just imagine a clock that's on the wall in front of you. Just a circle clock. The circle, I think, that you visualize will be better than the circle I drew. That's a joke, okay? So, starting at 12 on this clock or the imaginary clock that you see, we're going to focus just right straight off into the atmosphere, into the distance, looking like some peaceful scene that you've always seen somewhere, and it comes back to you. Like I like to remember a scene in Wales where I went to visit a place that my family's ancestors came from, and we never knew exactly where they came from in Wales, but I kind of thought maybe it was near the coast. But while near the coast, because we're all seem to be watermen and seafaring people, while we're near the coast, we were also farmers. So we did all those things, and we stayed on a farm in Wales, and they had sheep and cattle, and it was nice to just go out and look off towards the Snowdonia Mountains. It was close to Snowdonia National Park in northern Wales. And that's when I keep going back to that scene whenever I want to find peace. And watching the sheep always brings me that, especially at this time of year. So looking out at that in the distance at those sheep or whatever scene is really significant for you, focus on them. And now we're going to not move our heads at all. We're not going to move our heads at all. This is called the Netra Vyayamam. Netra Vyayamam means eye movements. Look up to the clouds. Look straight up. Come back down, looking straight ahead. Now we're going to not move our head, but we're going to look at the floor and hold a vision of some of these tiles on the floor. Come back to center, blink your eyes now. Now we're going to take our hands out with our thumbs up, work on our peripheral vision. We're going to look out to the right. So I'm going to be looking as a mirror image for you, looking out to the right. Come back to center, blink again, look out to the left. Get that vision of your thumb. Come back to center and blink. Bring your hands down. Sweep your hands up, palm to palm. Exhale your hands right back to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale. Bring our hands out by our hips. Now, if you have glasses on, you might want to take them off. We're going to rub our hands together. And we're going to put them right over our eyes here. Send that warmth right into our body. Bring our hands down now. Sweep up overhead, palm to palm. Exhale our hands right back to our heart. Deep, deep, deep breath in. Slow cleansing breath. Flowing out. Shake out wrist and fingers. Now look at that clock face off in the distance. Look at the clock face, either the one you imagine or the one I drew. Starting at 12, we're now going to go clockwise. Shift your eyes. Don't move your head. Just move your eyes. Shift your eyes to 1. Move down to 2. Move down to 3. Move down to 4. On down to 5. Down to 6, and we're going to hold for a couple of seconds here. 1001, 1002. We're going to start climbing upward towards 12. Up to 7, up to 8, up to 9, up to 10, up to 11, and back to 12, and hold 1001, 1002. Now blink your eyes, give them a rest. We have to go counterclockwise this time. Go back to 12 and focus on 12. Slide your eyes over to 11, down to 10, down to 9, down to 8, down to 7, down to 6, and hold. 1001, 1002. Start the climb up now. Over to 5, up to 4, up to 3, up to 2, on to 1, back to 12, and hold. 1001, 1002. Now blink your eyes and relax and calm. Now we're going to start on our basic pranayama. So we're going to fill the belly with air. I'll put my hand down here so you can see movement. That's on the inhale. When we exhale, we're going to pull back and push that air out of the belly and the lungs. When we inhale, we're filling the belly with air, the low lungs, middle lungs, all the way up to the collarbones. When we exhale, we're pulling the abdominal muscles back towards the spinal column, pushing all that air out again. Inhale and exhale. You keep inhaling and exhaling. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sound our chiming bowl so that we have in the room the pure, clean air of the Himalaya mountains. Now that we have that, you just keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. And I'm going to read you our first card from Swami for today, drawn from his deck of 52 wisdom cards. It's a silhouette of someone out at sunrise. You can become the master of your own mind, Swami says. You can become the master of your own mind. And then, of course, we have a whole paragraph on that theme. He says, once a man was riding his camel through the desert on his way to sell his wares. Swami has a very good sense of humor. He was lost in his own thoughts, planning to go, whom to see, what profit was to be made that day. While he was busy planning, the camel was also lost in thought. The camel was thinking, when is this devil going to stop and give me some food and water? Swami says, in the same way, you may have your plan for doing your yoga practice regularly, but your mind may be plotting something different. If you know that, you will not be disheartened by this trick of the mind. You will need confidence to learn to direct your mind where you want it to go in order to live a yogic life. Swami Satchidananda, great sage, man that changed my whole life. Sweep our hands up one more time, palm to palm. Exhale our hands right back to the heart. Deep, deep, deep breath in, slow cleansing breath flowing out. Okay, now those of us who are going to stay on the mat, we're going to shift into the all fours or tabletop position. And those who are doing chairs, you're going to need to be around behind your chair, because you're going to be doing behind the chair cats and cows. And here's how you do the cats and cows with a chair. You could have your hands on the top of the chair or the seat of the chair, whichever is best for you. And you'll be rounding your back up and letting your head hang down, just like we see cats do all the time. And then we'll straighten out and flatten our back. This is the cow posture. I'll give you the cues for that while I'm on the mat here. I'm going to turn sideways for the first one so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to round my back up into a cat, let my head hang loose, relax my neck completely. Chairs, you'll have your hands on the top of the chair or the seat of the chair, whichever is best for you. Deep breath in now. Slow exhale. We're going to shift from cat into cow, flattening our back, tightening our tummy, tucking our pelvis. We're tightening our abdominals, but we're not going to alter our breathing. We keep our breath flowing in and out. And then we release and we'll come up on our knees. I'll face back to you now, palm to palm. We're going to exhale our hands right back to the heart, whether we're standing behind the chair or whether we're on the mat. Bring our hands out by our hips. Release, shake out here, come back to all fours, tabletop position. Round up on cat with your hands on the top of the chair or the seat or on the mat like me. Holding, take a deep breath in. We're going to shift and flatten our back, Tighten our tummy, tuck our pelvis, hang on to the pelvic tuck, but keep our breath flowing. Lift our head just enough to look about 8 or 10 inches in front of our hands, our fingertips. We don't want to look straight out in front of us yet. Release now. Come up on our knees, stand behind the chair, sweep our hands up, exhale our hands right back to the heart. Deep breath in, slow cleansing breath, flowing out. Come back to all fours and hands on the chair. We're going to change the sequence. So chairs, you might be better with your hands on the top of the chair. It just depends on how long you've been in yoga. So those of us on the mat, both hands on the chair, we're going to take our option 1, our right leg back. So chairs, you're going to be doing the same thing we're doing, but chairs can have their toe on the mat if they like. I've got my leg in the air. I've got the right leg back because I'm a mirror image for you. So I can bring the left hand out. It's always opposite hand, opposite leg. This is a balance pose. Warming up. Release to the mat. Stand behind the chair. Come up on our knees. For those of us on the mat, sweep our hands up. Exhale our hands right back to the heart. Deep energizing breath in. Slow, gentle cleansing breath flowing out of our body. Come back to all fours. This time we're going to take the left leg back. Option 1, we keep both hands on the mat. Remember our options. You never have to advance beyond option 1. Option 2, we bring our right hand out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Helping our balance. Release back to the mat, to all fours. On the chairs, release and stand behind the chair. Those of us on the mats, come up, sweep our hands together. Exhale our hands right back to the heart. Deep breath in, slow, gentle cleansing breath flowing out. Now chairs, you stay where you are. Those of us on the mat, we have to get up, so we got to put our hands on the mat. I like to put my knuckles down so I can keep my wrists straight, but your palms could be down. Either way, bring your left foot forward, your right foot forward, keep both hands on the mat, slide your hands back to your feet, and if walk up on your mat if you need to. Sweep our hands up, palm to palm, exhale our hands back to the heart. Keep the flow going here. The flow is very important. Take a deep breath in, separate our palms, bring them out by our hips. Shake out wrist and fingers, shake the hips loose, shake the shoulders loose. Now we're going to get our feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. And with the blocks up here, it's hard to see my feet. So what we want to do is turn our feet out a little bit, the angle that my hands are. Now we're going down and up. But here's the thing. You decide how much you go down or how much you come up. 1, 2, 3, or 4 inches. This is a sunflower. It warms us up just like getting in the sun. So down and up. Here we go. Sweep and sweep overhead and down at our waist. Sweep as we go down and sweep as we come up. Chairs, you can hold on to your chair with one hand if you need that. No problem. It's not wimping out. It's just being safe. Sweep and sweep. Two more. One more. Come back ankle to ankle, or I like my feet about 4 or 5 inches apart. Sweep our hands up, palm to palm. Exhale our hands right back to the heart. Deep, deep, deep breath in. Slow, gentle cleansing breath flowing out of our body. Hands out by the hips. Hold on a couple of seconds, let it work. Shake out wrist and fingers, shake the hips loose, shake the shoulders out. Remember, it's in the holes where we build our strength. Now we're going to move on to what we call the chair pose. So bring your hands out. Option 1 is the pause position, like your dog begging for that treat. Option 2, straight wrist, palm facing palm. Option 3, drop your hips down 1, 2, 3, or 4 inches. No matter what you chose, If you want to challenge a little bit, you could go down 1 more inch. Next option, stay flat-footed if you like, or if you want to challenge, lift your heels off the mat and balance on the balls of your feet. Either flat-footed or balancing. Now our next option is to take our hands up. We could stay where we were. Bring our hands together if we like. Hold on a couple seconds, stand tall. Exhale the hands back to the heart. Deep breath in, slow exhale as the hands come out by the hips again. Shake out wrist and fingers, shake the hips loose, shake the shoulders loose. We're going to do 2 hip rolls one way, 2 hip rolls the other way. Warming up here. Roll back the other way. Now we're back to the basic chair again. Pause position, option 1. Option 2, straight wrist, palm to palm. Option 3, drop your hips down 1, 2, 3, or 4 inches, whatever's right for you. Don't worry about what your neighbor's doing. Just listen to your body. Now, if you like, you can still go down 1 more inch. Now, either stay flat-footed, or if you want to challenge, lift your heels and balance on the balls of your feet. Flat-footed or balancing, hands can go up apart, hands can come together overhead. Hold a couple of seconds to get the benefit of the pose, and then stand tall. Bring your hands back to the heart. Deep breath in, separate the palms out by the hips. Shake the hips, the arms loose. Shake the hips out, shake the shoulders loose. Now we're ready. We're all warmed up. We're ready to start our warrior series. So we're going to have our right foot forward. Our left foot's going to be back. We're going to turn that back foot out, whatever we need to keep our hip comfortable during all the movements. And we want our knee to be right directly over top of our ankle. They're slightly bent here, looking straight down the path of wisdom. And as we look down the path of wisdom, if there's any obstruction in our path, we're going to shift now into Warrior 2. Turn our hips to the wall. On the side, we have our foot back, both arms extended parallel to the mat. Front hand would be holding our bow, back hand would be stringing our arrows. We can shoot a beam of light right down the path of wisdom, and if there's any obstruction out there, we'll just disintegrate it. Remember though, we're peaceful warriors. Touch our back hand to our back leg, levitate our front hand up and look up. See that gold energy just pouring out of the heavens, coming right to us, a band of light. Connect with it, feel the strength. Release back to Warrior 2 and hold. Hold, stretch and breathe. Take our back hand to the back leg again, levitate the front hand up and look up. Connect with that energy coming right out of the heavens. Release back to Warrior 2. Hold a couple seconds, bring our hands down, turn our hips straight ahead, take our arms straight up, bring our palms together, then our feet together, then exhale right back to our heart. Take a deep breath in, slow cleansing breath flowing out. Shake out one more time, wrists and fingers, hips, shoulders. Now we got to do everything on the other side we just did to get all the chakras lined up, and we're just at peace with our body in full balance. Arms are straight up, everybody looks good, arms close and tight to the ears. Take a deep breath in. We're going to turn our hips to the wall. On the side we have our foot back. Hold, stretch, breathe. Touch our back hand to the back leg, levitate the front hand up and look up. Release back to Warrior 2. Both arms extended parallel to the mat. Touch our back hand to the back leg, levitate the front hand up and look up. See that energy pouring right down to us again. Release back to Warrior 2. Hold, stretch, breathe and balance. Bring our hands down, turn our hips straight ahead. Take our arms straight up. This time we're going to bring our hands together first and then our feet. As we did on the other side, bring our hands back to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Bring our hands out by the hips. Stand and feel that energy, all the power in our body. Shake out resting fingers, shake the hips loose, shake the shoulders loose. Now we're ready for another balance pose. I'm going to move back and use this table. You can use a table up against a cabinet, up against a wall, or use holding on to a chair to help you balance here, whether you're on the mat or whether you're doing the chair. We're going to do our tree pose. So we're going to take our arms out. We're going to take our left foot, put the ball of the left foot on the mat, the heel up against the leg. Option 2, that's option 1. Option 2, bring that foot up. Option 3, bring that foot all the way up into the inner thigh. Hold, stretch, breathe. We can take our limbs of our trees up. We can bring them together. We have all these options. You stay where it's comfortable for you. Hold, stretch, breathe, balance, release. Other side now. Take our arms out. Right foot, ball of the right foot on the mat, heel against the leg. Option 2, bring that foot up above the ankle, below the knee. Option 3, tuck it into the inner thigh. Hold, stretch, take our hands straight up, bring our hands together. Hold, stretch, breathe, and balance. Bring our hands down right here to prayer hands. Bring our feet together. Come back to our mats now. We're going to do some forward bends. So take our hands straight up, palm facing palm. Turn our palms forward and start coming over, bending at the hips. At the chair, I encourage you, you can use a block on the seat of the chair. Those of us on the mat, we can use a block like I'm doing. This is a tall block. Could also do a side block like this. Could do a flat block like this, or no block like this. Can also have fingertips or palms on the mat. It's up to you. Bend your knees as much as you need. Whether you're at the chair or on the mat, come slowly up. Sweep our hands out. Standing. Bring our hands together. Exhale back to the heart. Deep breath in. Slow, gentle cleansing breath. Flowing out. Take our hands straight up, palm facing palm. Turn our palms forward. We're bending at the hips. Come forward to the top of the chair for chairs, or to the seat of the chair, or to a block. Whether we're on the chair or the mat, we can still use a block. It's not wimping out. These blocks have been used at least 4,000 years. They didn't have this material back then, but they made the blocks out of cork or wood. They had slide our fingers back to our toes, slowly come up, sweep our hands out and up, palm to palm. Exhale, right back to the heart. Deep, deep, deep energizing breath in, slow cleansing breath, flowing out whole. Let it work for us. Shake our wrists and fingers out, shake our hips loose, shake our shoulders loose. Now, take our hands straight up, palm facing palm, turn the palms forward. Now those of us on the mat, we're going to come forward and we're going to come down to all fours position. Chairs, you're going to stay behind your mat. And we're going to go back to something on a balance that we did in the opening warm-up. Now, your hands will be either on the top of the chair or the seat of the chair. Those of us on the mat, we're in the tabletop position. Going to take our right leg back. Option 1, we keep both hands on the chair or the mat. Option 2, we can bring our left hand out here. Hold, stretch, right leg, left hand. Hold, stretch, breathe, release, come up on our knees, stand behind the chair, sweep our hands out and up. Grab that band of healing energy, pull it right back towards the heart, right in the center of the chest. Deep breath. Bring our hands out by the hips again. Come back to all fours, our hands on the chair. This time we take the left leg back, keep both hands on the mat for option 1. Option 2, if we want it, we bring the left hand, and we've got the left leg back, so we bring the right hand out. Hold, stretch, breathe, balance, release. Back to all fours. Come up on our knees, stand behind the chair, sweep our hands up and out. Exhale, right back to the heart. Deep breath in, slow cleansing breath, flowing out. Now, chairs, you come around and sit in your chair. Those of us on the mat, get both hands on the mat, get one hip down like this, and get our legs out in front of us. Roll our hips side to side. Now, with our legs straight out, we're going to take our left leg, bring our left leg across our body, and with our right hand, pull it in so that we tighten this left hip here. Now, we're going to put the left hand on the mat or the chair, as the case may be, and we're going to look to the left for a slight twist of the spine here, looking off into the distance. Hold, 1001, 1002, come back to center, release, stretch your feet out, heels on the mat, shake, shake, shake. Now, come back ankle to ankle. This time, keep the right leg on the mat, bring the left leg over, bring the left hand up, and just kind of pull and stretch this hip again. Now, put the right hand on the mat, stretching the opposite hip, and a little spinal twist. We want to look this way, off into the distance. Slight twist. Hold, stretch, breathe, balance. 1001, 1002, release, come back, legs apart, heels on the mat. Shake our legs out. Shake, shake, shake. Now, we're going to come back to all fours here. And chairs, you're going to be up and go around behind your chair. And we're going to do something called puppy pose. Those of us on the mats, we can use a block like this, a side block or a flat block. Chairs, you will probably need a tall block or a side block. Some people can use a flat block, but you'll need one of the blocks. They're back there on the table. You'll see them. They're green colored, so help yourself to get the support you need. Using a block is not wimping out. We're going to go into puppy pose, get our elbows on the mat. Chairs, you're going to take your head over to the block. That'll be on the seat of your chair. Puppy pose is a variation of downward dog. Downward dog is pretty strenuous. There's nothing wrong with staying in puppy pose. You can stick right in puppy pose here. You don't have to change. But a few of you are going to do downward dog with me, so I'm going to turn sideways, get into all fours position. You have to engage your toes because we're going to use our toes. Press on your hands, lift your knees, get your hips up in the air, walk your feet back or up so that you form the perfect wedge with your body. Hold, stretch, breathe, balance, release. Now, whether you're in puppy, on the mat or the chair, or stand behind your chair, sweep our hands up. Exhale, right back to the heart. Deep breath in, slow cleansing breath, flowing out. Now all of us are going to start into puppy again. You might have to move your knees a little farther apart. And you bring your block down. I like to put my block between my palms. Another option you can have is to move your elbows out. And if you're on the mat, you can get your head all the way to the mat.
or use the block. It's not wimpy to use the blocks. Now, if you're in puppy pose and want to stay, you just stick where you are. I'm going to come back, come up to all fours on the mats. If you want to do down dog with me, all you do is get into all fours position, engage your toes, press on your hands, lift your knees, walk your feet back or up until you get your hips up in that wedge shape. Your whole body's in the shape of a piece of pie or a wedge of cheese. Hold, stretch, breathe, release. Back to the mats. Come up on our knees. Sweep our hands out and up, palm to palm. Exhale our hands right back to our heart. Deep energizing breath in, slow cleansing breath flowing out. Now, chairs, you stay where you are. Those of us on the mats, we're going to put our hands out to one side, get our hip on the mat, and we need to get ready to stretch out on our mat. So now, chairs, what you're going to do is you're going back to the cat and cow positions that we were doing at the beginning of class. So you'll have two hands on either the seat of the chair or the top of the chair, and then you arch your back up into cat, and then when you're ready, release and flatten your back into cow. Cats and cows, you just keep going with that. You're working the same part of the spinal column that we're working on. So we're doing the same thing, but we're moving in opposite directions. On the mats, hold on to the back of one leg, gently lower yourself down to the mat, and now with our feet on the mat and our palms on the mat, we're going to have our feet on one side of the river on the mat, and our tops of our shoulders are going to be on the other side. I'm going to show you how we do that. We come up on the tops of our shoulders. Chairs, you're going just with your cats and cows now. Keep the cats and cows going while we're doing our bridges down on the mat. When you get up on the tops of your shoulders, you're going to feel tension in your neck. You relieve that tension just by lifting your head a half inch or so and then reseating your head on the mat. When you're ready to go down, don't worry about your neighbors. When you're ready to go down, take a deep breath in and exhale your way all the way down to the mat. And for those who are new, when you get back down to the mat, on the mat, lift your hips 2 to 4 inches off the mat and shake out your hips. I call this calligraphy of the spine, releasing and relaxing the low back. You keep going up into the basic bridges now. Remember, every time you go up on the mat, you're going to have to release that tension in your neck. Release that tension and just hold. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, exhale down to the mat. Between every bridge, I like to do the calligraphy of the spine. You don't have to do it at all, but I do recommend that you use the calligraphy of the spine to just relax your low back down in the low lumbar region. Keep that going. I'm going to read you card number 2 from Swami. It's got a beautiful picture on it if you want to see it after class. It's a picture of where we go at the ashram every day for prayers before lunch. You'll do a lot of praying up at the ashram. It's a good habit to develop. And Swami says, if there is heaven in your mind, you see heaven everywhere. One brother says, Swami, quote, whenever I come back to my home, I feel that I'm in heaven. If you ask another brother, he may say the opposite. Quote, whenever I come home, I feel like I am in hell. Then Swami observes, why should the same house seem like hell and heaven to two different people? Remember, these people are brothers. It is their thoughts and attitudes. according to their mind and their approach to the world, things seem good or bad. There's nothing good or bad outside. It's according to your approach that you see the world the way you do. When I say approach, Swami says, I mean according to the coloring of our minds. If you can keep control over the mind, wherever you are will be a heaven. Swami Satchidananda. Okay, those of us on the mats now, let's all go down together and get our backs on the mat. And now we're going to all go up together, and chairs, you can do this. Behind the chair, just go up into a cat or into a cat, and then you're going to shift into a cow when you want. Those of us on the mats, we're going to go up, our feet on one side of the river, the tops of our shoulders on the other side. We lift our head, we relieve that pressure, palms are flat on the mat. Now, option 1, we stay right here. Option 2, we keep our arms in the water under the bridge, and we slide our hands toward each other, and then we keep our arms in the water, but we interlace our fingers. Next option, squeeze our hands and squeeze all the muscles and tendons in our arms all the way up to the ball joint of the shoulder, where our arms are connected to the trunk of our body. Final option, if you want, lift those tight arms up in touch with your body and support the bridge. Hold, stretch, and breathe now. We're going to do 3 counts, 1001, 1002, 1003, but hold on, hang in. Now release and slap the mat. There we go. Deep breath in. Lower the back to the mat. Chairs, you come back to a flat back. All of us lift our hips. And in the chairs, just straighten out your back and your hips with your hands on the chair. You can do the same shakeout of the low spine that we're doing on the mats here. You're just doing it in reverse position. Now, everybody relax, release. Chairs, you come around and sit in your chair. Those of us on the mat, stretch our legs out ankle to ankle. Chairs, you stretch your legs out with your heels on the mat right in front of you, ankle to ankle. Now we're going to do some hip stretches. I'm not going to be a mirror image for you from this point on. We're going to leave our left leg on the mat, but we're going to bring our right leg up. Whether we're on the mat or in a chair, we're going to bring our right leg up above the stretched out left knee and cross it at the ankle above the knee. Now we're going to start sliding our left heel in. We want to get the left foot flat on the mat, whether we're on the mat or in the chair. Slide that foot in. When it's flat, you're in the basic stretch for this right hip. Stay right here. Option 2. Whether you're in the chair or on the mat, you can lift your left foot 1 to 1.5 inches and hold it in the air. Put it down anytime you need. And come back to it again. Final option. Chairs, you cannot do this. This is only for people on the mat. On the mat, we can reach behind our leg with our hands, a strap or a towel, pull the leg in another inch. We're going to hold now 4 counts, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Hang in, hang on. Now release both feet to the mat. Stretch our legs out in the chair or on the mat, heels on the mat. Shake our legs out. Shake, 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 all the way up to the hip there. Now, this time we're going to keep our right leg on the mat. Bring our left ankle up, cross it above the right knee. Start in the chair or on the mat. Start sliding your right heel in now. When the right foot is flat on the mat, you know you've got this left hip stretched. Option 1, you're in the basic stretch, just enjoy it, let it work for you. But option 2, if you want a little more work, you can lift your right foot 1 to 1.5 inches off the mat and hold it in the air. Put it down anytime you need. Option 3 is not for chairs. This is only for those on the mat. Reach behind your leg, pull it in another inch. Hold on now, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Hang in, make that last count work, release. Both feet to the mat, stretch your legs out, legs apart, heels on the mat. Shake, shake, shake. Come back, ankle to ankle. Now, we're gonna take our right leg and put it on top of the left leg, crossing at the ankles. Now we're coming back to the waistline. Tighten your abdominals. Squeeze your pelvis. Squeeze your hips together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Squeeze your knees together. Squeeze your ankles together. Hold all these squeezes simultaneously now. Going to 4 counts. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Don't give it up. Let that last count work for you. Release now. Uncross your legs. Separate them. Shake out the legs with the heels on the mat. Shake, shake, shake. Come back, ankle to ankle. This time the right leg stays on the mat. The left leg comes up on top of the right leg, crossing at the ankles, whether you're in the chair or on the mat with your legs stretched out in front of you. Now, come back to the waistline, tighten your abdominals. Now, squeeze your pelvis. Now, squeeze your hips together. Now squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your knees together, squeeze your ankles together, hold all those squeezes simultaneously. 4 counts, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, hang in, hang on, make the last count work, release now. Feet apart, whether we're in the chair or on the mat, heels on the mat, shake the legs out, shake, shake, shake. Come back, ankle to ankle. Now we have to work on that plantar fascia, that piece of tissue on the bottom of our foot, because if it becomes inflamed, it can cause you very serious pain and also hamper your mobility. So we don't want to get that. Every day before we get out of bed, we're going to try to do this stretch and the next stretch before we get out of bed every day. Keep your heels on the mat, dig them into the mat or the floor with your legs stretched out if you're in the chair. You got your legs on the heels on the mat, but you're arching your feet so your toes are pointing away from your body. We're going to do 3 counts here. 1001, 1002, 1003. Hold on to 3. Let it work. Release. Feet apart. Shake out. Legs and feet here. Shake, shake, shake. Come back together now. Ankle to ankle. Keep your heels on the mat, whether you're in the chair or on the mat. Flex your feet now so your toes are pointing towards your head. You're going to feel this stretch along the bottom of your legs from the knees down to the heels. So the calves are stretching all the way down to the Achilles tendon in the heel, which is attached to that plantar fascia tissue. Hold the stretch now. 3 counts. 1001, 1002, 1003. Hang in, hang on, release. Feet apart. Shake, 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 shake. Now come back, deep breath in, slow, gentle cleansing breath flowing out. Another deep breath in, slow exhale. Now those of you who are on the mat can either stay on the mat or you can move into a chair for the second half of our class. But it's okay to stay on the mat. You will have 2 more chances to move into a chair as we progress along. Another deep breath in and a slow, gentle exhale. You can cover yourself up with a blanket or a towel to keep your body's warmth. If you're staying on the mat, you can also cover yourself up with a blanket or towel or your jacket if you're going to be in your chair. Either way, to keep your body's warmth. Retain that warmth. Now we want to close our eyes. We want to relax our feet, our toes, and our ankles. We want to relax the lower legs, relax the knees, relax the outer and the inner thighs, relax the hips, relax the pelvis. In fact, we want to relax all the pelvic and abdominal organs, especially those organs having to do with digestion, calming the system. Moving up in the body now, we want to relax the lungs and relax the sequence of our breath, calming the flow of our breath in and out of our body. Now, dear friends, we want to move up to the heart. Calming the heart. Slow it down, give it rest, calm it, let it find some peace, let it have a little rest. Gently breathing in and out, but slowing down your heart, letting it have some rest time. Now we have a big assignment because we need to work on the quality of the spinal column. We've been working on strengthening and stretching the spinal column through the movement portion of the class, but now we want to work on the interior of the spine. In the spinal column, you know, we have cushioning between every vertebrae, but as we age, the tendency is that we'll lose a little bit of our height because that cushioning between the vertebrae doesn't stay at the same thickness it was when we were very young. So we want to work on reinforcing the cushioning between our vertebrae. So I want you to imagine, of the 7 chakras, the healing centers for the body, you know my favorite 3 are 2, 3, and 4. 2 is just above the pelvis, 3 is above 2, and 4 is above 3, going upward. Chakra number 2 is represented by the bright orange color. Chakra number 3 is represented by the bright yellow. And chakra number 4 is represented by a bright green. With your eyes closed now, whether you're in the chair or on the mat, imagine that you see above you 3 strands of healing light. On the left, the bright green. In the middle, the bright yellow. On the right, the bright orange. Now in your mind's eye and your imagination, you see these unlimited channels of light, strands of light. You see them begin to weave themselves into a braid before your very eyes. And that healing braid now we invite to come into our body, starting at the tailbone. We invite it to weave between the vertebrae, adding cushioning anywhere we need it, adding warmth as it climbs up the spine. And it advances, climbing towards the head at a speed of 2 to 3 inches every second that clicks off. Climbing, climbing, climbing. And as the warmth rises and we feel the cushioning between the vertebrae, any jangled nerves in our back are soothed and comforted and eased. And finally, as it rises with the heat along the spine, it reaches our mind, and we can put our mind at rest and calm. And we send that energy now back down from our mind to the base of our neck. From the base of the neck, we send it down to the scapula, the shoulder blades, because we need to do some work here. We want to send the healing energy into the scapula, the shoulder blades, and to all those structures around the shoulder blades that help us use our arms to reach, to stretch, to lift. Now we send the healing energy to the ball joint where our arms are connected to the trunk of our body. Now we relax the upper arms, the biceps and the triceps around to the back and the side of the arm. Now we relax our elbows, relax our forearms, relax our wrists, relax the flesh of the hands, and relax the fingers and thumbs. Let any stress in the body flow out of the fingers and thumbs. Now we send that energy healing back up our arms to the ball joint. From the ball joint, we dispatch it right to the scapula again. From the scapula, the shoulder blades, we send it back to the base of the neck. And now, my friends, we can relax our necks. But we want more than just relaxing the neck. We want to go inside and we want to relax the throat. And we want to relax the swallowing mechanism. So do a couple of test swallows here. I want to make sure that that swallowing mechanism is working. Now, my friends, we come to the jaws and the teeth. We can move our teeth side to side and up and down to prove to ourselves that our teeth are not clashing on each other. Once we've proven that our teeth are not clashing, we can stop the movement. And we can now relax our jaws, our teeth, and our tongues fully. Now relax our lips, relax our nose, relax our ears. We have our eyes closed, but we can even relax our eyes more deeply. We don't want to miss any place on the head, so we want to relax all of the front and the back of the head, all of the side of the head, all of the top of the head, the crown of the head, we call it. And now we send that energy throughout our body, calming us and strengthening us in every way. And we start thinking a calming thought. My calming thought is, I am calm, I am relaxed, I am calm, I am relaxed, just over and over again. I encourage you to develop your own calming phrase. You can inhale on the first part of the phrase and exhale on the second part. And that'll bring great peace and calm to your mind, body, and spirit. Breathe and breathe. Keep the phrase flowing. And once you're into that state of working on that phrase and that calming influence, a wonderful thing will happen. Above each one of us, a healing light will snap on. It shines down like a spotlight. It surrounds us with a huge circle of light, anywhere from a diameter circle of 12 feet to more than 25 feet. Around the perimeter of every circle, a gold band of energy forms now 2 to 3 inches wide. Inside that circle, my friends, we are safe. Inside that circle, we can find healing and strength. The healing points of light know that from the movement portion of the class that our pores have opened very wide, and the healing points of light from the healing light have no harmful radiation, only just gentle, warm, healing power. They want to come into our body through the open pores. We grant them permission to come in, and not only do we grant them permission, but we call the toxins out by name that they are going to attack and force out of our body. It's all of our pain. It's all of our grief. It's all of the pent-up anger we have deep inside us because we've seen bad things happen to good people. And sometimes we've experienced injustice ourselves. We want to do what God is calling each one of us to do, is to take all the strength we build in yoga out into this troubled world so that we can relieve the injustices. But there's only one toxin that's holding us back. It's the final toxin. It's the one that maybe is the hardest to deal with, because we have to call up our courage. We have to get rid of our fear, F-E-A-R, and we let the healing light attack all 4 of these toxins, and it forces them out of our body, floating in a dark cloud above us, but with 3 gentle strikes on the interior of our chiming bowl rim. We're going to convert all those toxins into pure, unadulterated air of the Himalayas. As the chimes fade, the toxins fade away, and we suddenly realize, whether we're in a chair or on the mat, we realize our bodies are light as feathers. And the healing light is also a levitating light, and it can levitate us up either in spirit or physically, lifting us off the mat. Whether we're in spirit or physically lifted, we just doesn't take any energy on our part. Our bodies are so light, relieved of all the heavy toxins, that we float effortlessly into the air, feeling the joy of being free of all those toxins. And gently and softly, dear friends, we're lowered back down into our chair or to the mat, wrapped up in our warm blankets of sheepskins with the wool next to our body, relaxed and calmed and strengthened. And now we're ready for the deep relaxation, which in yoga we call in Sanskrit the Yoga Nidra, the deep relaxation. We have 3 stations to visit. Our first station is to bring our awareness to the breath. Notice as the breath flows into our body, it's cool and it's dry. But when we exhale that breath, it's been made warm and moist from being inside our body. Notice how deeply the breath penetrates on the inhale, and notice from how deeply the breath emanates inside our body on the exhale. In a few moments of silence, dear friends, I want you to be a quiet witness to the soft and gentle flow of your own breath, starting right now. And now, dear friends, it's time for us to move on to station 2, the mind. The mind starts to try to intrude when we try to focus on the breath, but we have control of the mind. That's the advantage that yogis have in life, is maintaining our focus. We don't let the distracting thoughts, whether they be the happy, hallelujah, good thoughts, or whether they be the distracting, distressing, disturbing thoughts. The distracting and distressing and disturbing thoughts are those thoughts that somehow try to drag us away from keeping our focus so that we go out into the world to take care of the injustices for those people who can't help themselves. every distracting, disturbing thought that pops into our mind, we can send through the power of our mind, body, and spirit directly to the sun's surface to be incinerated instantly. When they're incinerated, they don't leave any moisture, they don't leave any ash. But the good thoughts, we want to send them everywhere. We want to send them across our planet Earth. We want to send them all throughout our galaxy. We want to send the good thoughts even through the black holes that we can see through the James Webb Telescope. Because on the other side, the astronomers tell us there are going to be other galaxies. We want to let everybody know we are peaceful warriors. We come to help. We come as people of faith with love in our hearts, with joy in our hearts, wanting to share all the good that we have with whatever God has created anywhere. So, dear friends, in a few seconds of silence, release and send those disturbing thoughts to the sun's surface and let them be incinerated. But send those good thoughts everywhere to lift up any person anywhere in need. In a few seconds of silence starting right now. And now, my friends, we've reached the final stage. The final station 3. Station 3 is where we recognize that we're all made in the image of God. Swami reminds us that the scriptures remind us that we're made in the image of God, and that image of God is deep inside us. We've already been to the breath, and we've also visited the mind. The place where that image of God resides in our physical body is somewhere in that space between the breath and the mind. We connect with that space now because that image of God is the very soul of us. It will forever exist and live in peace in God's presence, with God's warmth and strength and love surrounding us in eternity. So, dear people of faith, connect with the very soul of yourselves now in a few seconds of silence, starting now. When you hear our chimes, you can open your eyes. And if you're still on the mat, this will be your second chance to move into a chair, or you can stay on the mat, sitting on the mat with me. If you're on the mats, reach behind your knees, pull your knees in and roll out your hips. You can also roll a little bit in your chair because you've been holding still quite a while here. Come back to center. Get comfortable. Keep yourself warm. Now it's time for our pranayama, our breathing, and we have 2 exercises to do. The first is the alternate nostril breathing, the Nadi Shuddhi, and then we'll follow that with the ultimate cleanse, which is the Kapalabhati. Perhaps the hardest word you have to spell on your yoga teacher's exam. So, here we are. In the alternate nostril breathing, I'm using my right hand. I'm not a mirror image for you, as I told you earlier in the class. At this point, I'm not a mirror image. So we're going to take the right thumb and seal off our right nostril. Inhale through the open left nostril and hold the breath. Seal the left nostril with either a pointer finger or your middle finger. Take your thumb off the right and exhale through the open right. Inhale through the open right and hold. Seal the right, open the left, and exhale through the open left. Inhale through the open left and hold. Seal the left, open the right, and exhale. Inhale through the open right and hold. Seal the right, open the left, and exhale. Inhale to the open left and hold. Seal the left, open the right, and exhale. Bring your hands down. That brings us 7 times more oxygen than we normally get in the shallow breathing that we use. You'll find in your yoga experience, if you're new to it, the longer you go, the more you'll use your yogic breathing all the time. It's unconsciously, and sometimes you'll finally realize that unconsciously you've deepened your breath just without even knowing it through your regular practice. So now we're ready for Kapalabhati. In Kapalabhati, we're going to inflate, fill the belly with air, fill the lower, middle, and upper lungs. And then we're going to snap the belly button back towards the spine using these abdominal muscles and push that air out of the belly and out of the low, middle, and upper lungs. So watch my hand and just follow my lead here. We're going to push the air out through our nose. Our Kleenexes are up here if you need one and don't have one. Stop. Just let your breath return to centering itself, and it'll do so. Give it a few seconds here. Just breathe in and breathe out gently and softly, and your breath will recenter itself and calm itself. Now we're ready for our prayer time and our meditation time, and focusing our mind, body, and spirit. Now we're going to do a metta meditation. And so here's what you do with your hands. You can have your hands folded in your lap like mine are. It could be cupped on your knees like this. You can turn your palms out and turn your palms up to the heavens for strength. And when you're doing that, you have another option. Touch the pointer finger to the flesh of your thumb, forming these 2 circles, Alpha and Omega. Each circle has Alpha and Omega because no beginning and no end. It also serves as a yogic seal to seal in the benefits of our practice today. Close your eyes now. Get your hands in whatever's your favorite of those positions. I gave you the option to use. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and I'll lead us on into a metta meditation, which is all about loving kindness. We yogis go out and do acts of loving kindness, not because we're looking for the golden slippers or the white, pure white, glistening robe. No, we're not doing it for a reward. We're going out and doing the good things we do because we know that as people of faith, that's what God expects us to do. It's our job to go out and help people who are having trouble helping themselves, to be servants. That's our calling. We're only doing what God put us here to do. Now, in metta meditation, there are 4 standard phrases that nearly all teachers use with very little variance. These 4 phrases have 3 phases. There's the I phase, which is for us as a person, personally. There's the U phase for people that we know that need our prayers and our support. And we're going to bring those people into the room when we focus on them. They'll be in the room with us just as surely as if they were here physically. And then finally, we use the we phase of the 4 phrases, because after we bring all those people, and in spirit, they'll all fit, the whole world's population in spirit can be fitted comfortably into this room. So, my friends, we'll start with a basic phrase. It's our prayer for ourselves. You can think it with me or even recite it with me. May I be free from danger. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. That's E-A-S-E, ease. Swami says it's the very opposite of disease. And ease is what yogis are working for every minute of every day, for themselves and for others. That's our prayer for ourselves. Now is our prayer for people in need, where we use the you phase. We all know people in war zones are in danger. We don't have to know them to know and bring them in all of those fearful souls. We can bring them all into this room right now. They don't know if they're going to survive the next minute. We also know we have so many troops out there in the Gulf region now, at sea and on their bases, ready to move if the call came. So we need to think about the blessings we want to send them so that their heads will be clear and everything they do will be to make sure they protect each other. We also know people who are dealing with illness right now. They may have a treatment that's prescribed and that they're struggling with, or they may not even have the luxury of knowing what their treatment's going to be, and they're worried about that. There are people with physical and emotional issues. There are people with broken relationships. There are people with economic problems. People without jobs. So many jobs have been lost in our country in the last year and almost a year and a half now. And so, dear friends, for all those people in need, you can say with me or just think with me our prayer for them. We bring them into the room and we pray for them, saying, may you be free from danger. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And now we brought them in the room with us. We go to the we phase of our phrases. And our prayer is for us and for them. And so we can say, may we all be free from danger. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all live with ease. When you hear our chime, you can open your eyes. Sweep our hands up, palms together. Exhale our hands right back to the heart. You can also have your hands in front of your face for salutation, seal, a universal form, signal of we come in peace. Now you stay right where you are. I'm going to stand to salute each one of you. As we always say at the end of every integral yoga class, namaste, which means, as you know by now in Sanskrit, my spirit honors your spirit. My friends, take your light, take your strength, take it out into this often violent and dangerous world.
Don't be afraid, as I know indeed you're not afraid, to be that witness for good and truth and hope and joy. Go in peace. Swami's words are, may the entire universe be filled with love and light, hope and joy. And he says, may the light of truth overcome all darkness. And we say victory to that light of truth. Go in peace, friends. If there's something you'd like me to pray for you about and going on in your life or in someone's life that is close to you, you let me know. Most of you have your cards. Have my card from the church here. It's got all my contact information on it. And if you don't have one, just see me after class, and someone here will have one of those cards and can give you my numbers if I'm not here. Go in peace, friends, and thank you so much. I'll give you a chime to send you on your way.